Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to make slime right in a pumpkin. I call it pumpkin gut slime because I like to make the slime with the pumpkin seeds and the guts, everything in there. So all you need is a pumpkin. I prefer kind of a smaller size because the bigger the pumpkin, the more slime you need to make, so the more other supplies you need, the more glue and liquid starch you're going to need. So I use a smaller pumpkin, but wide enough that I'm going to be able to get my hand in there. So I'm going to use some tools to cut, so you can use a knife or whatever you have. Make sure you have a parent's help if you're using a sharp knife. But I'm going to cut all the way around the pumpkin here. And again, I'm cutting far enough down that I can reach my hand in there so I can pull the slime out and have lots of fun. So cut all the way around. I really like these pumpkin carving tools because they make it really, really easy to cut the pumpkin. Okay. And once we get all the way around, you're going to take the top off and just kind of see what you're working with in there. Okay. I pull that off. And so now I have all those pumpkin guts in there. Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to keep those, but I need to loosen them up from the sides. So I'm just going to use another little tool here. You can use a spoon or something just to scrape the sides and get that all off of the side of your pumpkin. Perfect. It's like this in there. I'm going to leave it all in there. Sometimes there's a lot of seeds and guts and you might want to remove some of it just to make room for the slime, but really I think this is a good amount. I'm going to leave this all in there, and I'm going to do about, I think based on the size of this pumpkin, I'm going to do a cup of everything. So I do, for my slime, I do one part, one part, one part. So 1 part glue, and in this case I'm using clear glue. I buy my glue by the gallon just because I love slime so much. So I'm going to do a cup of glue. And I'm going to pour it right into the pumpkin. No need for a bowl or anything else. I can make it right in here. And then I like my slime stretchy, so I like to add some water too. The water is optional. You don't have to add water, especially because the pumpkin does have its own moisture to it. But like I said, I really like a stretch. So you could do a full cup, like I said, 1 part, 1 part, 1 part. You could do half a cup, really however much you want for the water. I'm gonna stir that up. It's all nice and mixed. And all this looks like is just glue, water, and the pumpkin guts. Oh, I'm making a little bit of a mess. That's fine too. I like a mess. And then I'm adding some liquid starch. You could use baking soda and water or some other kind of activator. I really like borax. I really like liquid starch because I feel like I get the same consistency every single time. It's really easy to mix, and you find it in the laundry aisle of the store, like a grocery store or like Walmart or something. And I'm just stirring it all together. And so right now it's already coming together, looking really good. So the science behind this is that the glue was my polymer. So polymer is a chain of molecules, and they all want to stay together, which is what makes it so sticky. Well, then when I added the liquid starch, it has borate ions in it. And so that's going to come together and cross-link with those chain of molecules to make a really, really fun stretchy slime. So now instead of having a chain of molecules, I actually have strands of molecules that have kind of tightened together and made knots. And that is the pumpkin slime here, and it's so, so awesome. Now, I don't usually store it in the pumpkin. I'll play with it in the pumpkin for a while, but I don't store it in there just because that moisture that's going to come from the pumpkin is going to make it really, really, really drippy. So I like to put it in another container when I'm actually keeping it. But for right now, this is our pumpkin slime, and it is awesome and so much fun, and I have all the guts and the seeds and everything in there. So now if I wanted, I could actually still use this pumpkin. I could carve it, I could make a jack-o'-lantern, whatever I want to do. But I hope you have lots of fun and are able to make some pumpkin slime at home.